prepared as cuisine, they need to have their poison sac removed in a very complicated procedure. Number 12. Anglerfish. Very few fish species stand out as much as the anglerfish. It's quite a large fish with a huge...
Well, that shit in Find Nemo? I think so. Yeah, Find Nemo. Yeah. Nah.
I'm feeling ignorant, I'm feeling real ignorant. Pretty girls rocking pearls, trying to get intimate.
Was when we were back today, you feel me? We got another reaction. Decided to switch it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I do a lot of gaming, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like to just kick back, watch these type of videos. So, you know what I'm saying? Especially my off time. I'm like, you know what? Might as well bring on the channel, you feel me? So if y'all like this, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you smash the like button, let me know, drop down in the comments, all that. Yeah, but bro, like today, well technically yesterday, bro. Shit, bro. I went to GameStop, been there in a minute, you know what I'm saying? Check up, see, you know what I'm saying? They got Halo coming out, shit. Want to see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Got me a nice, I don't know if y'all can see that, but, you know what I'm saying? 20 year anniversary of Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Xbox fan. I love PlayStation 2, but I started with Xbox, you know what I'm saying? So, gotta pay the respect to that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But, nah, so, bro, I got a new headset coming in. I got, yo, Halo's going 343. Y'all going crazy this year with stuff. All right, y'all going crazy. But you know what I'm saying, if you're new here and you know what I'm saying, especially you enjoy this content, subscribe today, you feel me? Hit notification bell, all that, because we're lit over here. So without further ado, let's get in this shit. By the way, it's I didn't read this. I don't know, maybe y'all already did. I don't know. 15, you know what I'm saying, deep sea creatures you never want to meet. So yeah, this should be interesting. Let's see.
Massive creatures lurking about with them. Some of these creatures are so strange, dangerous, or just plain creepy looking that you wouldn't want to even get close to them. From the crazy looking lionfish, the terrifying vampire squid, to even types of sea urchins that can kill you, like the flower urchin, here are 15 deep sea creatures.
Imagine you just walk in, you step on that shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how deep, well, it says deep, but that didn't look too deep. Or if you just exploring, you just put your hand, you know what I'm saying, you're done, bro. It's it.
Creatures you never want to meet.
That's it.
Stay tuned for this. Number 15. Sea snakes.
Nah, bro.
Snakes are already some of the scariest creatures on land. But imagine you're out for a swim in the ocean and you see one of them swimming right next to you.
Yeah, you're bugging.
The worst part is that sea snakes aren't just one species. They're actually a collection of up to 50 different species, and they range from harmless to highly venomous. Some sea snakes are so venomous that they could kill you even by simply biting your swimsuit. Most of them will actively try to avoid you, so you should simply stay away if you ever see one. Number 14.
Imagine you just like, you run from a snake, you know what I'm saying, or a bunch from on land. You jump in the water, you know what I'm saying, oh, they can't get in here. And next thing you know, motherfuckers are in the water too, you feel me? And you're done, bro. Donezo. That's it. You ain't coming out of that shit. You getting bit in the water. You can't run back up on land, you know what I'm saying? You fuck, bro. Like, that's it.
Frilled shark.
Oh, I heard of these
Imagine being an
things.
animal that looks so out of this world that they actually call you a living fossil. That's the case for the frilled shark. Frilled sharks are usually found near the seafloor by the continental and island shelves, and you're very unlikely to come across one in real life. However, some of these frilled sharks have actually even made their way up to the surface, so you can never be too careful.
Oh, no,
they have one of the largest jaws in the world when it comes to sharks, and could easily devour you whole.
Imagine
Before we move on,
in the water.
we've got to...
Imagine you swimming, you look down, you see that shit, bro. I didn't know. I can't even explain that moment.
Number 13. Pufferfish.
Oh,
now looking at a pufferfish, it might just seem like a friendly yet anxious little fish. You wouldn't really expect a pufferfish to be deadly, but it is. If any other fish eats a pufferfish, they'll mostly die because of the lethal dose of tetrodotoxins that pufferfish carry. This makes them not only dangerous to other fish, but also extremely dangerous to humans. In fact, even when they're dead, pufferfish can be quite dangerous to humans, and when they're prepared as cuisine, they need to have their poison sac removed in a very complicated procedure. Number 12. Anglerfish. Very few fish species stand out as much as the anglerfish. It's quite a large fish with a huge...
Well, that shit in Find Nemo? I think so. Yeah, Find Nemo. Yeah. Nah.
Mouth, and it has a unique growth sticking out of its head with its bioluminescence, which means it actually glows. The anglerfish is carnivorous, and it uses its glowing light in order to attract prey and eventually eat them with its massive mouth. Its strong jaw is able to do some serious damage to human skin as well. So if you ever see a strange light in the darkness of the deep ocean, don't go towards it. Number 11. Lionfish. The lionfish is one of the craziest looking fish out there. Its appearance is almost psychedelic, and it's beautiful to some, ugly to others. But one thing everyone can agree on is that they need to go. In fact, even marine biologists agree that the lionfish is one of the worst fish imaginable for marine life, and there are actually government-sponsored programs that people pay to get rid of them. They also carry a vicious venom in them that can seriously hurt you if you're stung by one of their spikes. Number 10. Hagfish. Snakes aren't the only long, noodly, deadly creatures found in the deep sea. Hagfish are a strange type of sea creature, and there are actually 76 distinct hagfish species scattered across the world's oceans. One creepy characteristic they have is that they can change form and turn into a form of goop in order to protect themselves from dangerous predators. Hagfish can be quite intimidating to look at and can be as long as 40 inches. You should probably stay away from them. Number 9. Blue.
Stay away. He was just handling that shit like it was nothing. I'm still not touching it, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, you got the snakes, you got these worm-looking things. Like, bro, what the, bro? They don't even explore. They didn't explore the all the ocean, not even half of it, bro. Like, that's crazy. There's so much other shit, bro, that we don't even know about, bro. It's insane.
Blue-ringed octopus. When it comes to pound-for-pound danger, the blue-ringed octopus might be one of the most dangerous animals in the world. It weighs only around 30 grams, but it has enough poison in one dose of its venom to kill up to 20 adult men. On the bright side, these octopi
Why just men? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
tend to avoid humans altogether. And if you ever heard of killing a human, it's probably the human's fault for messing with it. They're mostly found around the Pacific Ocean, with the highest concentrations being around the eastern Australian coast. Number 8. The Slender Snipe Eel. Weighing in at only around 4 to 7 ounces, this light sea creature is much larger than its weight suggests. In fact, the average slender snipe eel is over 4 feet long. The strangest thing about this sea creature isn't even how it looks, but rather how it functions, which is something we still don't know. Scientists don't know how this creature survives the harsh conditions at the seabed, or how it even consumes food, considering it would be too weak to have any prey at all. Number 7. Vampire squid. Just from the name, vampire squid, you should already know you do not want to be anywhere near this thing. In fact, its scientific name, Vampiroteuthis infernalis, literally means vampire squid from hell. Despite the name, this thing actually isn't a squid, but rather a cephalopod, which is a type of animal that's somewhere between an octopus and a squid. This squid actually plays a vital role in cleaning up the bottom of the ocean where it resides. Number 6. Flower urchin.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, a sea urchin wouldn't really come into your mind when you think of deadly sea creatures. I mean, sure, they're spiky, but we even consume them as food, and the hairs aren't really that sharp either. But the flower urchin is really something different. The flower urchin certainly has more pleasant appearance, but its spines are much more sharp, and accidentally stepping on one, thinking it's just a plant, would lead to the worst pain that you can.
That's what I was saying earlier. Then I was in the intro type shit. You step on it, you don't know. Shit. I guess, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna start wearing, you know what I'm saying, I go back to the ocean type shit and wear shit. You know what I'm saying? Let them water shits, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, I don't know what they're called. So I mean, who knows? Maybe that won't even help you.
Imagine. It will probably permanently paralyze you, if not kill you outright. Number 5. Japanese spider crab. Some people are absolutely terrified of crabs, no matter how delicious they might be. But the scariest crab you'll ever come across is the Japanese spider crab. These are some of the largest arthropods on the planet, and can be up to 15 inches wide and weigh up to 44 pounds. Their claws are also strong enough to be able to chop off a finger or two, so if you ever see one, do not try to mess with it. Number 4. Stingrays. The tragic death of Steve Irwin should be a warning for everyone who tries to invade the natural habitat of stingrays. Yes, stingrays can be incredibly dangerous animals if provoked. They mostly keep to themselves, but once they feel threatened, they will use lethal force in order to protect themselves, and in some cases, it has resulted in the death of humans. Over 17 humans have reportedly been killed by stingrays. Number 3. Ghost shark. Sharks on their own are already terrifying creatures, but ghost sharks are on a whole new level. Ghost sharks live over 8,000 feet deep inside the cold regions of the oceans. They've actually existed for over 280 million years, but are an extremely rare sight to see. The first time a ghost shark was discovered by humans was in 1980. We will tell you to stay away from this creature, but if you're near one, you're probably already frozen solid. Number 2. The sarcastic fringehead. If there was any animal in our oceans that looks like it belongs to a completely different planet, It's the sarcastic French head.
Oh,
This fish is native to the Pacific Ocean.
that shit will grab your whole hand, bro. You know what I'm saying? All the way to, like, probably all the way up to here type shit. Like, up to there. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro. You know how you not gonna have a hand. Really have a wrist.
Ocean near the region of California and Baja California. This fish mostly keeps to itself, and in order to avoid any interaction with other species except for when it's time to eat, it usually buries itself in the ocean floor or in leftover materials left by larger animals. As a result, this fish is also extremely hard to spot, and some may even call it a real-life zombie. Number 1. Box jellyfish. And finally, the one sea creature that everyone should avoid at all costs is the box jellyfish.
They be everywhere though, I hear.
It doesn't really have the terrifying looks that some of the other entries on our list have, but it happens to be one of the deadliest animals in the world, whether on land or in the sea. It has killed more people than all the other animals on our list combined. And the worst part is, you can barely even see it. One box jellyfish has enough venom to kill about 60 people. And beaches with box jellyfish prevalence are usually highly restricted.
And you know that's why you know sometimes I'm glad I don't live right by a beach where there's freaking jellyfish all the time. You feel me? I mean, like, you know, on a vacation type shit. You know what I'm saying? I went to Myrtle Beach, all that shit. I was watching that ocean. I was in that bitch. I was going out a little bit, but I was like, nah, I gotta go back. Because, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what's out there. But if y'all enjoyed this, just say smack that like button, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, y'all comment if you want to see more of this. Because this other content's lit, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't fuck with the ocean like that. I didn't even tell you. Yeah, bro, I don't fuck with the ocean. Like, I do, but not, like, deep out. My biggest fear is, like, at night in the middle of the ocean type shit. You don't know what's down there, you fuck. That's it. Done. So you already know the deal. But, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of here, you know what I'm saying? Ice Live, sign out, bro.